Hey yo, it's Vondo, and the first question is, what the hell happened to Destruction All-Stars? Because, man, I had a couple of videos for this game pre-release. This was a game I was looking forward to, I was excited for, and of course the game comes out, and I've only made around, what, 2 videos since then? The game's been out for around 4 to 5 months now. And yeah, my prediction or statement of how the game's gonna be the next Rocket League, it's not looking so good right now. It has shaky legs. It's got spaghetti legs currently with that prediction. But I'm gonna give the game some time. I'm gonna give it to the end of this year. I gotta see the type of progression they make towards gameplay, depth, and content. Well, then I'm gonna recant that statement. But it's not looking good right now. And I bullied Black Ops Cold War for this, for its lack of content. And yeah, that's the biggest issue with this game currently. Game's been out for 5 months, no new characters, no new tracks, and no new game modes. Like, they have little single player story mode stuff, but like that's not what's gonna keep you coming back towards this game. Well, at least not me. And the most recent additions have been a battle pass and a photo mode for single player. So I mean, decent steps. Nothing in the battle pass interests me, so I'm not gonna buy that. I got no problem with the replay mode or photo mode, but I think it'll be a lot better in multiplayer, because that's where this game's strength lies in, even though it's pretty weak or pretty lacking to say so. But yeah, I gotta see what they do with that. There's been a weird glitch, or this could be intentional because of the player base just not being there, you know, or how it's faded. But when it comes to selecting your region for finding a match, it's only in Europe currently. So, don't know what's going on with that. And it's been like that for a while now. I think it's been like that for a month now. So, don't know if that's going to get fixed. Or it could be because, you know, the player base just isn't there. And that's another problem with this game. The queue times aren't completely terrible, but they have gotten worse. They have gotten gradually longer since the game has been out. And yeah, an issue that's because maybe there's just not enough PS5s out in the wild yet. Because that shortage is apparently going to last until the end of this year, or maybe even the end of next year. So even though there is a bit of a drought when it comes to overall games and content on the PS5 or next generation consoles, I'm still glad I got mine, because I don't want to deal with the hassle of getting one, you know, above retail. Not just above retail, steeply above retail. If it was like $50–$60 above retail, I don't have no problem paying that. But the way these resellers, or capitalism, is moving, you got resellers trying to charge an extra $300 and $400 above retail. And like, this is the hobby I sink my money into. I got extra controllers, accessories, got a nice headset, but bought those all at retail. And I'll be damned if I'm paying an extra $400 for a PS5, especially when this shit doesn't have as much space that it should have, because these games do take up a lot of space. Or if you just play the most generic junk food games, they take up a lot of space. Fucking Warzone or Modern Warfare is like up to 200 gigs, and Warzone's like over 100 and some odd gigs, and this only comes with around 670 gigabytes of space. So yeah, it's not the best. It's not the best when it comes to storage. That's another weakness of the PS5 right now. Storage could be a lot better. It really could be. But I haven't had any real issues with it. Black Ops Cold War did shut down my PS5, so I stopped playing that piece of shit. I did have a defective DualSense, but I was able to get it replaced because, you know, it broke after the first week. I made a video about that. Got the replacement. It's holding up really well, and I have an extra controller that I'll probably break out within the next couple of months, you know, to rotate and, you know, it'll just distribute the wear and tear evenly across the 2 controllers I have. And apparently Sony is having, you know, they're releasing extra colorways of the DualSense, so I may pick up one of those at the end of the year. Depends what they look like. I gotta see, you know, some reviews and some of them in actual, or see some actual photos of them. But yeah, PS5. When it comes to some games that came out recently, like Resident Evil Returnal, those just aren't my games. Don't think they're bad games, but yeah, they're just not for me. Like Returnal, yeah, I just know I'm not gonna like it. Not a fan of the Resident Evil series, so yeah, those aren't doing it for me. But it was unfortunate. I really wanted this to be the first game I sunk my teeth in for the first new multiplayer experience on next gen, but that's not the case. And other games I was really looking forward to playing, like Kena, Virtual Spirits, or Deathloop, both of those games got delayed, and they should be coming out in the next couple of months actually. So hopefully those games come out, they're good and they're fun to play. When it comes to multiplayer, yeah, it's a bit of a drought. It's a bit of a drought. Or when it comes to content in games in general, I'd say it's a bit of a drought. But I warned people before these consoles came out. If you're not the most avid gamer, or if you know that most of your friends aren't gonna have it, or if you're looking for these, these consoles that have, very complete and expanded libraries, yeah, wait a couple of years. Wait a year, year and a half, maybe even 3 years to pick up a next gen console. But like, if you was playing these or you was buying these consoles expecting a bunch of games right out the gate, you were smoking crack, because that never happens. It never happens. But in the day, I'm still glad I got one, because again, I don't want to deal with the hassle of resellers. And when the games do start pouring again, they start getting good, I don't have to worry about having to, hassle out to get a PS5 and all that jazz. So that's all I got when it comes to the PS5. I'll probably do a more in-depth review in the next couple of weeks. And when it comes to Destruction All Stars, gotta see what they do in the next couple of months. Again, gotta see what they do, and you gotta see where this game is a year down the line, maybe a year and a half. Hopefully it becomes a bit of a sleeper hit as more players pour in, as we get more bodies and live PS5s out there. But right now, yeah, game's been a bit of a disappointment, bit of a dud. But it happens. And that's really all there is to it. Just hope they improve, they add more new stuff to the game. With that out the way, ladies and gentlemen, y'all stay safe, and I'm out.